Welcome to Live with Elder Kabir, where we are reminded to be faithful in the little. I'm the voice behind the scenes, Deacon David. Today we have an encouraging show for you. Please watch till the end, and we hope you are blessed by this live stream.
Shalom, shalom, saints. I'm back. I'm back here. This is, I guess, going to be our beginning of our weekly live stream, and we're going to start off with this. Obviously, you see the title, "The False Witness Speaking Lies." Hallelujah. We got our own noise. Hallelujah. Hallelujah. So we got a little noise here too as well. So we're back, guys. I am recovering from I got hit Tuesday night. I got hit with a little flu bug or something, Tuesday night. It was down Wednesday. I had to meet with the client, so I was able to rise to the occasion like game day, and then I went back into the bed and. But anyway, had a lot of time to do some praying, do some watching, and just been listening to all the noise out there. There's been Straightway has been truly been talked about. Pastor Dow has been all over the media. We have heard it from Ringo and just so many. I call them Bingo, but Bingo TV. We've just been hearing. Just the noise, obviously, with the and guys, I'm being honest. I love Pastor Rufus, and he meant a lot to me when he was in this ministry, and it was a great loss when he decided to rebel against the order of things and decided to leave the ministry. I know people think that he was kicked out, but it was his doing. He controlled everything. If he wanted to stay in the ministry and be a part of Straightway Truth ministry, he had the ability to do that. So I stand 100%. If there was a 200%, I would say 200%. But I stand 100% with the judgment or the of how Straightway Truth ministry handled Pastor Rufus. I stand by it 100%. I don't think that how they handled it was wrong. If anything, I have more respect for Pastor Dow. I have more respect for the elders that I serve with, the teachers, the deacons, of how we have handled this. I think we handled this as biblically as possibly as we can, in spite of all that has been happening. And when I hear all these noise, I rejoice. Let me go here to a word here, and I didn't share this with Deacon here. Man, Deacon, if I can find this here, let me see if I can find this.
Which one are you looking for?
Hold on, I want to.
You want to spoil it?
Yeah. He says, hold on. Let me see if I can find this here. This just came in my spirit right now. Okay, right here. I don't know. I can remember this one. Listen to this. This is what you see is happening. So when I see Ringo and all the people following along, Newbury and all the other names out there, I don't know. There's so many people just get on the bandwagon to just come after Pastor Dow. They're going in after old people that used to be a part of Straightway Truth ministry, that for whatever reason they didn't make it, and now they're using this opportunity to bring up stuff that predates me. But I can tell you, all these people they're bringing up, Pastor Rufus was a part of all those council. He was a part of the ministry, and he supported Pastor Dow and Straightway Truth ministry in all of those judgment. He supported it. So that predates me. So I'm not going to necessarily be addressing all of the stuff in the past that predates me. I've been here since 2017, and I can tell you everything I have seen up to today, April 12th, 2024 Roman calendar. I could tell you that Straightway Truth Ministry has done an amazing job in following this book. I've seen devils cast out. I've seen I've seen the sick be healed. I've seen deliverance. I've seen people receive the baptism of the Holy Spirit. I've seen people be baptized, in the name of Yeshua. I've seen all these signs that follow them. I've seen here at Straightway Truth Ministry. Never seen this in any ministry that I've ever been a part of. We keep the commandments of the Most High Yah. We're doing what this book says, and we're going to keep doing it. No matter what happens, no matter what the naysayers say, we're going to continue to do this. But if you go here in Matthew chapter 5, this is why I rejoice. I really rejoice. I'm in bed, and I was getting my strength back when I was thinking about, look at all of this negative noise that's coming towards Straightway Truth Ministry. It just made me do exactly what Yeshua says we should do. He says, blessed are ye when men shall revile you and persecute you, and shall say all manners of evil against you falsely. For my sake, rejoice and be exceedingly glad. Great is your reward in heaven, for so persecuted the prophets which were before you. Man, Pastor Dow, man, you're going to be rewarded major, because I tell you, your name is all over. Just people smearing your name, falsely accusing you of things that are not true, no witness. It's just bad. But hey, we should be rejoicing. That's what I do. I rejoice. And so the reason for my broadcast is, one, we're going to be making a comeback. So we hope to be doing this weekly, like we have done in the past. So this is us coming back from the feast. We took a long break, just trying to get, our house in order. We had to get taken care of. We got taken care of, and now we're back. And I guess this is how we're going to come back. And but I wanted to help those people to deal with the noise, guys. Now, sometime I've been accused by my ex. Now I think even Pastor Rufus insinuates, I don't know if he directly have told me, but insinuated many times that I'm not spiritual, that I'm cardinal. And what I would say to that, if you go to 1 Corinthians 15, verse 46, and this is what we're going to do. Do you have 1 Corinthians 14? I
can get it.
Get that for me. Let me put this on airplane mode here so people stop.
1 Corinthians 15, you said, or 14?
1 Corinthians 15, verse 46. I think that says 46. And I see all the people here. I got my teacher Shane is in the house. If everybody wants to know Teacher Shane, he's here. Teacher Shane has been here since 1995. When was Straightway started in 1993, but Teacher Shane is still here.
I was 4 years old.
Yeah, shoot. I was just graduating from high school. So Teacher Shane is still here supporting the man of Yah. I'm here. Yah brought me to this ministry. The first time I came into the truth, I heard it from Pastor Dow, and I don't think Yah brought me here to just to do whatever. And you know something? The greatest example that I had on what it looked like to support Pastor Dow came from Pastor Rufus. Pastor Rufus taught me in the 7 years on what it looks like to support the man of Yah. He was my inspiration. I'm like, dang, this man, Pastor Rufus, this is how it looks like to be if you guys been following me or been following my weekly show, I use analogies like, who's the husband? Who's the bride? I always saw Pastor Dow as the husband, not a king, but hey, what's wrong with the king? I don't really have a problem with the king. Not that Pastor Dow has ever referred to himself as King Dow, but I saw Pastor Dow like the husband of Straightway Truth Ministry. I saw Pastor Rufus as one of the bride, and he was one of the biggest supporter of Pastor Dow. And that's how I took after that. I said, guys, here at Straightway Wisconsin, Straightway Praiseland, I am the bride of Pastor Dow, and you guys are my handmaid, and we're going to do everything to support this vision and this man of Yah, Pastor Dow. We're going to do that. And I got that. I was inspired by Pastor Rufus. That's where he's the one that taught us how to do it. So what would Pastor Rufus do in this situation if he was sitting where I was sitting and this happens to somebody who was probably big in the ministry or whatever, that guess what he would do? He would support the man of Yah. So I'm going to do exactly what Pastor Rufus would have done if he was in good standing. I'm going to support the man of Yah. So I support Pastor Dow. I support Straightway Truth Ministry. I support their decision fully, 100%. There's no wavering here. Support it 100%. And this is how I can do it too. Because one, I know what brought me here. I remember my first love. When I came into the truth, I had a dream. And that dream literally tested me to see if I love the Most High Yah. He says, okay, let's see if you love me or not. The very next day, I hear Pastor Dow talking about the Sabbath. Boom. Ears, things, scales are falling off. And I started, and there was something in me that just, I believe it was the Holy Spirit guiding me to get to Straightway Truth Ministry. And there was so many people trying to stop me from getting there. But just like me trying to get to the quarterback, I'm using the Cardinal example here, but me trying to get to the quarterback, I was able to get to the target. I was able to make it to Straightway Truth Ministry. And I haven't regretted since. Guys, listen, I'm not, I was big in the world. Okay. You guys know me. You can Google me up. You can look me up. You know, if you look me up,
and microfishing,
you microfish, you can Google my name. I was somebody in the world. Okay, I could have been governor. I really believe. I don't know why this thing blocked. Is there a way you can put this? Is that me? Maybe I. I end up going like, oh, I gotta go this.
Yeah, you might want to adjust yourself a little bit if you can. No, the other way.
The other way. No, I gotta go this way. Okay.
Yep. Or either adjust your camera, maybe move your screen if that helps.
Okay. But anyway,
I could do this for now.
Yeah. But anyway, so I was big in the world. So I'm not motivated by money. I'm not motivated by fame. I'm not motivated by want to have the high position. Bro, I could have that already as just being Kabir Gbaja-Biamila KGB. Okay. Now, I've been very fortunate by the grace of the Most High Yah, and not that I asked for it, but Yah saw fit to anoint me as an elder here at Straightway Truth Ministry. And I took it and received it humbly. And I say that with all humility. I did receive that with humility because it's a great honor and it's a great responsibility. And I don't take it lightly. And so I know when I speak, it carries weight. And so the more in life, one thing I learned living in the world, if I was going to go there, let's go to 1 Corinthians. Let's read this first so I can keep referring back to that, okay? Because I've been told that I'm not spiritual. So let's see what the book says. 1 Corinthians says, howbeit that was not first which is spiritual, but that which is natural, and afterwards that which is spiritual. So let me read a different version. I don't know if you can get this other version. Can you change that version?
I don't know if I'll have I'm guessing you want to go scriptures version.
I can go to you have that on there or no? If you don't, I can use the T. I can read mine too. It says, howbeit that was not first which is spiritual, but that which is natural, and afterwards that which is spiritual. So I'm going to use something that is natural to explain something that is spiritual. Okay. So I call it, the world calls it analogies or whatever. So I like to use analogies because I think if you keep it simple, when you have a lot of noise coming at you, when you go into a football game, I'm using that as an example, and you got a team blitzing you. Let's say you're on the offense and the team is blitzing you. You got to be able to slow it down. Slow it down. Let's slow it down. They're coming at us from all different places. Let's slow it down. Let's go back to the basics. If you're on defense and you got your offense and they're doing this, what they call no huddle offense, they just keep on coming. Boom, boom. You don't even have a chance. We as defense have to slow it down in our mind. We can't slow it down because these people are trying to hike the ball right now. You don't have time to think. So we go to our vanilla play. Go back to the vanilla play. Go back to our bread and butter. Let's keep it simple. Let's make the play simple so everybody gets to play. So if we can all be on one page, if we can all just be one, we can stop whatever they're throwing at us. We don't have to come up with some complicated defense to stop this offense. If we can, because what they're trying to do is keep us divided, keep us on our feet, keep us all over the place, that we don't have time to communicate the play to all of the people on the defense. So then what we do is we go to calls. Everybody have a card. Green, 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 one green, one, whatever, something simple. Everybody can look one green. Everybody knows what it is. It's just our base calls. Guess what? You have that also when it comes to the word of Yah. So when you're having all these noise, you got the Ringo and the bingo guy and the brief free. Who's all these people? Help me out. I don't want to be disrespectful. Maybe I should, because they're being disrespectful. But you got the Ringo TV guy. You got New Breed. You got all these people coming out. You got Kareem, some basketball guy. You got all these people coming in. And these are all people that's not even a part of the ministry. None of these people has ever been on the land of Straightway Truth's ministry. I don't think they've been to one single community. I don't even think they've been to Georgia. None of them. This is all second, third, fourth hand. None of these people are in his stuff. And they're coming in, new weed. That's a good one. But they're coming in and making a judgment about something that's none of their business. It's none of their business. Pastor Dow didn't even want this to even necessarily come out public. That's why when they were talking about the 100 of Pastor's Patreon are the people who are pretty much people from Straightway Truth Ministry. People who are not truly with the ministry. They're going to be at the $1, the $10, or just people that just can't afford it. I know in our community, we at the $100. And that's where he put that information about Pastor Dow, Pastor Rufus, on the 100, because it wasn't meant for everybody. He wasn't selling to everybody. It was for people who are serious about Straightway Truth Ministry and what we're doing here. So that's what that's all about. I'm hearing things that Ringo TV is saying about me and my relationship with my woman, Sister Bree. Man, I'm thinking, is he talking about me? He's doing what they call what's the word? Infer. What's the word infer? If I was to look up that word infer, let me just look up that word. I did look it up, but I want to look it up again. What does infer mean? Infer. What did he say? Did you get that? I bet you didn't. Did you get that? I probably didn't do it. I didn't help you out on that one. The Pilgrim Progress, that scene.
No, but I could probably
get that for you. Okay. This one says infer. Infer. It means, what does infer mean? Am I not spelling it right here?
Deduce or conclude from evidence and reasoning rather than from explicit statement.
Yeah, so they infer. So he was inferring that I was abusing, that I have been abusing, or I am abusing, not that I'm abusing my woman. Infer, to derive by reasoning, to conclude, or judge from premise or evidence, to guess, to hint, to draw a conclusion as by reasoning. So he's reasoning based off of an interview, slowed down. I mean, he's like a typical, you know what Bingo TV remind me? He remind me of what Donald Trump would call fake news. He's like the fake news. He comes in, takes a sound bite and sound picture, and then he makes you think something that's not true. I mean, imagine somebody sits here and he's defaming my name and making me look like I'm an abuser. I don't abuse my women. If Bingo TV truly cared about my woman, I bet you he wouldn't come up here to Wisconsin and come and save her. Come up here and save her. If you can come up to my gates, come up to our gates and come and tell her that, hey, we are here to rescue you. If I see you on those gates and she wants to go,
I'll make it real. I'll give her a nice little bill of divorce if she wants to go. I'll give her a nice bill of divorce, give it to her so that she doesn't commit adultery, and I'll let her go, and I'll give her a nice severance package so you can have a good year. Boom. She's listening to you and she's being vexed by the things you're saying. He out there saying that my woman is in a dungeon. He's inferring that I have my woman locked up in a dungeon in chains. So if he's saying that about me and I know my story, how can I now believe what he is saying about Pastor Dow, with Jamie, all the stuff that he's saying? He is no longer credible because he's lying about me. I'm my woman, Bree. If I could get, and let me tell you about Bree first of all, so you guys can know what you're looking at. First of all, Bree is a shy woman. Anybody that knows Bree, anybody, I don't know who's listening to me, anybody that knows Bree, Bree want to be out front and kiki and all. No, she can be by herself. She doesn't like to have to speak. She just.
I am a witness.
So even to get her to do that interview, I'm saying, come on, Bree. And so she's going out of her comfort zone to speak. There's no fear factor here. Like, why did you say this? I'm trying to encourage her to do more speaking. She has an amazing testimony too. So that's why you see her kind of looking to me, because she's uncomfortable talking. She's uncomfortable doing public speaking on she rather not do that. That's what you're saying. Not because she's locked up not because I pulled her from the dungeon and took off her chain so she can do this interview. It wasn't like somebody was behind the camera, have a gun to her and say, hey, you better say the right words.
For real.
But this is what Bingo TV was implying with me. And he was saying it strong. And now he wants to go after my ex-wife and find out Bingo TV, Ringo TV. I would love for you to do that because I want to know. Because I don't even know. So whatever you find out, please let me know. I've been trying to find out for 7 years. They've been running from it. Maybe they will open up to you and I can finally hear, because I wish I was a fly on the wall while she left too. So if you find anything, let me know. So let me go here and let you listen to this thing. This is out of a movie. I do have little ones called Pilgrim Progress. And there's a character that's escaped this place. These people are slaves. They have escaped. And now that they have escaped, they don't want them to say that the person actually got away and survived. They want to make it think like something bad happened to him. So I want you to hear how he tries to infer. And this is the same thing that Ringo TV is doing with you all his subscribers. He's just a sub-hoe. A sub slut or whatever. He would do anything for subscribers. So play it.
I shall let you know. Oh,
Can you hear it?
I can hear it.
Okay.
right. Of course. We cannot afford to lose any more fools. Certainly not before the war, but the master must be told. Return to the city, spread a rumor that something too horrible to recount befell faithful. The less you say, the more their imagination will fill in the blanks.
There you have it. Stop. See, the less you say, go back to what, can you get back on that thing just when you see the words, pause.
Befell faithful. The less you say, the more.
Okay. Look what he says here. The less you say, the more the imagination will fill in the blanks. The less you say, the more their imagination will fill in the blanks. This is the technique that Bingo TV, all these people that's chiming in, they're using. And so that's why you see all these people. That's what the book says, smite the shepherd and the what? The sheep scatter. This is what they're doing. They're causing division. They're causing chaos, confusion, because that's what they want to do, because they're not Yah's people.
Right.
Bingo TV, Ringo TV is of the devil. He is submitted to Satan. Low volume. Is that me? Am I low volume? Who's low volume, TJ? He said we're low volume. What's the sound here? Are we low? Am I low? I don't know how I can turn on my volume.
This is the first we've heard low volume, so nobody said low volume.
Okay, I see TJ say low volume. I don't know. Anyway, so let's go to the book here. So let's see what Yeshua says here. Let's go to Matthew 7. I want to show you something here as we break down Bingo TV here. Here's what Yeshua says. Can you read that, please?
It says, "Beware of false prophets who come to you in sheep's clothing, but inwardly they are savages or savage wolves. By their fruits you shall know them. Are grapes gathered from thorn bushes or figs from thistles? So every good tree yields good fruit, but a rotten tree yields wicked fruit. A good tree is unable to yield wicked fruit, and a rotten tree to yield good fruit. Every tree that does not bear good fruit is cut down and thrown into the fire. So then by their fruits you shall know them."
So Yeshua says, by their fruits, is that all of it, by the way?
Yes, that's all of it.
Okay. He says, so by their fruits you will know them. So when you're hearing all the noise, like I said, when you got a team coming at you, we got to go back to the basics. So let's look at fruits. Let's not get caught up in all the noise. Look at the fruit. Look at the fruit of Pastor Dow and look at the fruit of Pastor Rufus. Look what he's doing. I'm not talking about previous past. Look at the fruit of Pastor Rufus now and look at the fruit of Pastor Dow. Who's bringing unity? Who's bringing division? Who's doing that? Look what we are straight. No one is, I know no one in Wisconsin, I can speak for Wisconsin. I'm assuming all the other communities get, but no one here in Wisconsin is moved by Bingo TV and all these noise and Pastor Rufus. And we love Pastor Rufus. And it's just sad. People don't even want to speak bad just because he is a shepherd. He is a pastor. But you don't see us being moved by what he's doing, but all these people. So he can't get it from within. So he has to go out and tie himself up to people like Bingo TV, who has women in the back of his screen or his intro of women dancing on poles, half naked. And we're listening to Ringo TV for truth. Man, somebody is lying. Let's go to 1 John. I mean, this is a false witness speaking. He is a liar. He is a fork-tongued devil. And I hope he's gonna spend hours just going after me. So go ahead. I'm looking for the evidence of what you're gonna find on me. I know me. Maybe I don't know all the nuance because I wasn't there back in the days at Straightway Choose Ministry, because I only been in the ministry for 7 years. But now you're getting on me about things about me that you know nothing of, and you're way off. But these people don't know what's true or not, and they're going to listen to you. Somebody that's simple-minded is going to listen and just say, if Ringo TV saying it, it must be true. It must be true. And I'm hoping you guys that have eyes to see can see, and those who have ears to hear can truly hear. Because not everybody's going to hear this stuff. Go to 1 John. So what should we do? Yeah, he's just an entertainer. You're right. Read 1 John chapter 4. This is what we should all be doing. Beloved, read.
"Beloved, believe not every spirit, but
Believe
try
not every spirit. Believe not every spirit. Don't believe everything that's coming out of Bingo TV's mouth. Pastor Ruth, don't believe don't believe it. Believe not every spirit. What should we do?
But try the spirits, whether they are of Yah, because many false prophets are gone out into the world. Hereby know ye the spirit of Yah. Every spirit that confesses that Yeshua is Messiah, come in the flesh, is of Yah. And every spirit that confesses not that Yeshua Messiah is come in the flesh is not of Yah. And this is that spirit of Antichrist, whereof ye have heard that it should come, and even now already is in the world."
Well, there you have it. So this is what, if Bingo was truly a man of Yah, that's what he would have done. He would have tested every spirit. But I can prove to you that Bingo TV was in on this attack on Pastor Dow weeks before it came out. Show him the thing with Bingo TV's Facebook with Pastor Rufus reaching out to him. We had a meeting. When was our meeting? When was our leadership meeting here in Wisconsin? Deacon, when was our meeting? So I gotta look.
Our meeting was
the
the
14th,
the 19th. Technically, that was
the 9th. Okay, that was the actual meeting, the 19th.
No, I take that back. It was the 16th.
The 16th. So we had a meeting up here in Wisconsin, right? And Pastor Rufus comes to this devil worshiper, this fork-tongued devil, and reaches out and says, if you would reach out to me, brother. Look at that. That's Bingo TV right there. His skinny ass. I'm thinking he could do something. He's strong in his studio. Let him come outside that studio. Let him come outside that studio. I'm not saying I'm going to do anything. I'm just saying he talks really big behind the mic. But anyway, but we had a meeting weeks before. So Pastor Rufus reached out to this man and was already sent, because one of the first people who were on top of this, who came out fast, because you know, Pastor has, you know, obviously told us to, told us some things about Bingo TV that, you know, that listened to some of the things. And so that's how I knew about Bingo TV, is through Pastor Dow. And so when he came out, I'm thinking like, dang, he came out fast. Like you would think he would take the time to kind of get the other side, but he was on it. Well, and now I know why he was on it so fast, because Pastor Rufus already was reached out to him and was already planning to do a what they call that stuff when you're about to attack somebody.
An ambush?
An ambush. He was already ambushing Pastor Dow. This is what he was going to do. He was going to put pressure on Pastor Dow through all these people. So let's keep on. So you can see right here, this is Bingo TV being reached out by this. You can see Pastor Rufus right here on the right. If you look there on the right, servant of Yah, Pastor Rufus. I think he's one of the moderators or something. To have your name in those colors and nice stars, you have to be high up on Bingo TV's subscriber list or something. I don't know if he's a moderator, if he's just a special guest. I don't know, but you can see he's a part of Bingo TV. He listens, and Pastor Rufus is in on there listening for hours. I just go in there and do the review, and I can go in there and say, man, he was there for 3, 4, 5 hours listening to him, and he's saying lies. I'm having a hard time believing that Pastor Rufus is agreeing with everything that Bingo TV is saying. I'm having a hard time. So anyway, just wanted to show you, you'll know them by their fruits. This is what Pastor Rufus did. So he was already in on this stuff. Then he bring on let's go to Proverbs 1. Let's read the one in Proverbs 1.
Proverbs 1.
Hey, somebody, I do want to address somebody here. I don't know who this Hebrew tactical is. It says, I can't respect a man that abandoned his kids. Well, I don't know. I mean, I don't know. I don't know which man you're talking about, because I don't ever remember abandoning goats. I just don't remember that, but just wanted to address that. I don't know what man you're talking about. I guess if you're going to be, shepherding over goats, you should be goat herders. You should take care of your goats. So I guess I can understand why you can't respect somebody that abandoned their goats. So anyway, we can keep on going. This is a side note. I don't know. These people, I don't think they understand the English language. But anyway, I get it. So Proverbs 1 says this, for their feet, I'll let you read that. Read that so I gather my thoughts.
For their feet run to evil, and they hurry to shed blood. For in vain the net is spread in the sight of any bird. But they lie in wait for their own blood. They ambush their own lives. Such are the ways of everyone greedy for gain. It takes away the life of its owners.
So you see this? So Bingo TV is, for their feet run to evil, and they hurry to shed blood. He couldn't wait to shed blood on Pastor Dow. For in vain their net is spread in sight of any bird. That's what Bingo TV does. He sits there and he's just watching news, anything to get his subscription. This man will sell his soul for subscription. He remind me of if I can describe him, he's like a what you call it, a ghetto version of a Kevin Samuels, a watered down version of Kevin Samuels, ghetto version. Is that how we said it, brother Deacon?
That's how I remember it, yeah.
Yeah. He is a rundown ghetto version of a Kevin Samuels. And this man, that's all he does. He's all about getting his subscription. This man spent all day just trying to get, that's what he does for a living. He sits there and he looks for anybody to devour. He's like a wolf. He's looking for who can I devour today? Who can I get my subscription on? If it's PDD, if it's, I'm surprised he's not talking about OJ. Maybe that's not enough. I mean, whatever is out there, he will talk about anything to get his subscription. He's a sub slut. That's all he does. His whole thing is getting this kid because that gives him some type of value. That gives him value to say I'm somebody important. I guess if I work on my channel, I probably can get my subs up there to where his is. I'm probably not working too hard because I don't care to please the people. I just want to do Yah's will. All right, let's go to the next one. Proverbs chapter 4. And guys, if you guys hear me sniffling, I'm overcoming. So be patient with me on that. No, I'm not doing drugs. Somebody said that. Am I doing cocaine? I tell you, hallelujah.
That's the internet
anyway,
for you.
That's the internet. So they inferred that. Man, he must be doing coke. He's abusing his wife. I'm like, wow, man. I know me. I know me.
We know you, Elder. That's far from
you. Hey, do you live with me, Deacon? You live life.
That's far from your character, Elder.
Man, I'm drinking tea for my throat, coke throat. So I know people want to accuse. I mean, it doesn't matter, but I'm just. I wonder what he's drinking in there. He must be drinking something, which is none of your business. But anyway, I just want to fact check because whatever they come up, they're gonna come up and they play this and say, "Oh, he's drinking this and he may be doing this," and they'll take this. If I make a funny look, they're gonna make a story out of that. So anyway, read Proverbs 4.
Says, "Do not enter the path of the wrong, and do not walk in the way of evildoers. Avoid it, do not pass by it. Turn away from it and pass on, for they do not sleep unless they have done evil."
Bingo TV do not sleep unless he's done evil. This is what he does. He enters the path of the wrong. And this man will not sleep until he has done evil. He cannot sleep until evil has been done. Read.
And their sleep is taken away unless they make someone fall.
See, they want to make Pastor fall. He can't until Pastor fall. This man, it seems like he's made a vow until Pastor fall. Man, but you're never going to get any sleep then. You're going to be up all for years because Pastor's not going to fall. Because people like me and there's other brothers who is going to keep him his hands up because he has a great work and we're going to be there to support him in that. So you're not going to get any sleep. We got enough people to keep Pastor Dow's arms up as he continued to lead Straightway Truth's ministry in Yah's everlasting ways. That's what he's doing. He's building communities. What are you guys building? You're building your YouTube channel. Show me somebody, show me some fruit. Or are you taking care of the widows? Who's with you? Who are you taking care of? You live in your apartment in New York somewhere. We are really taking care of real people, real needs. Real needs. What are you doing? Keep going. So he will not sleep unless he makes someone fall. Read.
For they have eaten the bread of wrongdoing, and they drink the wine of violence.
See, this is Bingo TV. This is who everybody is listening to. Not people here at Straightway, but all you guys out there, this is who you're listening to. You're listening to a fork-tongued devil. You're looking for someone that will not sleep until he gets someone to fall. That's what you're doing. He run to evil. He is a false witness, fork-tongued devil. Straight up. He's a fraud. He has no eyewitness account on any of this stuff. He's fake news. This is fake news. And trust me, I've dealt with the news. Fake news at least do better. They do a little bit more work than he's doing. He is poor. I'm talking about on the poorest level of fake news. Man, fake news seems like a high standard now compared to when you actually. I don't even know if I can put him in the fake news category. But it is not real at all. And know how I know? Because of what he said about me, about my woman, about me. Everything he said about me was all lies. All lies. He take part truths, take information, and spin it to make into something to sell his to the subscribers. Fake news. That's what we're calling fake bingo. Oh, bingo, Ringo. I'd be messing up this guy's name. Bingo was his name, Anyway, let's go to Proverbs chapter 6. Now, guys, I'm going here now. So we got the basics. Let's know them by their fruits. Guys, I want to show you the heart of the Most High Yah, okay? Because Yah hates a lot. He hates things. And I'm going to show you what he hates. And these are the things that Bingo TV and all of these people, Pastor Rufus, all these people are doing. They are doing the very thing that Yah hates. Let's read.
These 6 matters Yah hates, and 7 are abomination to him: a proud look, a lying tongue, and hands shedding innocent blood, a heart devising wicked schemes, feet quick to run to evil, a false witness breathing out lies, and one who causes strife among brothers.
So one who causes strife. The worst is a false witness breathing out lies, bingo, and one who causes strife among brothers. This is what Pastor Rufus is doing. And you know something really is because of Pastor Rufus' bitterness. Do you have Hebrews chapter 4? Hebrews chapter 4, chapter 12, sorry. Hebrews chapter 12, verse 14 to 15. See, Pastor Rufus is bitter. And because of his bitterness, this is the fruit. I just want you guys just to look at fruit. Pastor Rufus is bitter because he got judged. He didn't like the judgment. And because he didn't like the judgment, now he's going around and trying to just spoil everything. Just bring him. Let's read. Let's read Hebrews chapter 12.
Pursue peace with all, and pursue a partness without which no one shall see the master. See to it that no one falls short of the favor of Elohim, that no root of bitterness springing up causes trouble, by which many become defiled.
How many people have Pastor Rufus has defiled by his actions? This is the fruit of Pastor Rufus. He has shown himself that he was truly never with Pastor Dow, with Straightway Truth Ministry, or with Yah. He was never with us. He was never with us. Let's see, where can we find that? Is that in where is that one? Is that 2 Peter? No, that's not 2 Peter.
That's
No.
1 John.
No, this is probably 2 Peter. Is it 2 Peter? Let me see here. Whew, I tell you, I gotta get my 2 Peter. No, that's not it. Where is that one? Hold on here.
Right here, Elder.
Okay, 1 John. Okay, yes. Oh, yeah. I don't know why I didn't mark that. Okay, read that.
They went out from us, but they were not of us. For if they had been of us, they would have stayed with us.
Notice how it keeps on. I want us to go back and read that again. Notice how it says, they went out from us. See, Pastor Rufus went out from us. See, Pastor Rufus can't use this term. He went out from us. They were not of us. See, Pastor Rufus was not of us. What are you going to say? We weren't of Pastor Rufus? Because that's all he has right now. Because he's the only one. He went out from us. Read 4.
For if they had,
Sorry, I want everybody to key on the us. Us. That's a we. That's the That's the assembly. Go.
They went out from us, but they were not of us. For if they had been of us, they would have stayed with us. But in order that it might be made manifest that none of them were of us.
See? So it was manifest. Yep, he got ordained, everything. See, Pastor Rufus was on a track to get up to being a pastor. I think he always saw himself as a pastor long ago, all the way up to when Pastor Corey got ordained as pastor. He probably thought he should have been pastor. But he finally, 10 years later, he finally becomes a pastor. And now he shows himself. It took him being a pastor to surely manifest that he was never were of us. Now he can go out and start his ministry, say, hey, I got ordained as a pastor, boom, gone. That was it. People keep saying, well, why would you ordain me as a pastor? If I see, you never know why. The King Saul was ordained king. He was wicked. So maybe it was Yah's way of getting this to manifest. Because it took him being a pastor for him to show himself. Because if he was still an elder, he probably wouldn't have been able to do this. So now that he's a pastor, it manifests that he was never with us from the beginning. Never. I'm not saying he didn't do any good work when he was here, but now that he's pastor, boom. Now he thinks he can just talk to Pastor Dow anyhow he wants. And I'm going to tell you guys, I don't believe that. I don't think that's right. It doesn't work in the world. Why do you think it will work? Are you telling me the people in the world is much wiser than the people of the book? I could never, ever in my right mind, ever think I can cuss out my head coach and think I'm going to keep my job. I'm saying, what's wrong with that? We're just talking, man. I can't go up there and start threatening to kick his ass and think that I'm going to keep my job. I remember this guy that I played with. I won't say his name. I remember when he said that when he gets his big contract, and there was I really love this dude, man. We played together side by side. I just won't say his name. But anyway, I remember before we got our big contract, he said, when I get my big contract, he says, I'm going to act a fool. That's what he said. See, in the world, at least they're honest. He says, I'm going to act a fool. And when this dude got his big contract, he acted like a fool. He got a big signing bonus, everything. And the coach thought that maybe if I give him this big contract, he could see that we love him, we appreciate him, and that he will even play harder. No, he went the other way. He was such a cancer. He got cut the following year, and they had to take a big hit on their salary cap because they couldn't even keep him, even though he was a big hit to the salary cap, because he was such a cancer. And sometimes it remind me of, man, that's what Pastor Rufus did. Maybe that's what he was thinking. Now I'm just looking. I'm just looking at the manifestation now. I don't want to infer, but I'm just looking. He got ordained, and now he thought that maybe he can act a certain way. And he found out that's not going to be allowed here at Straightway Truth Ministry. No one will allow disorder to be done here at Straightway Truth Ministry. It's wrong, period. But that's not why he got kicked out. He got kicked out. What they don't tell you is Pastor Rufus did not welcome Pastor Corey and Pastor Daniel onto Straightway Georgia. He said they were not welcome. And if I'm not mistaken, he may have even threatened that he will call the police on them. So, Pastor Ruth and Pastor Dow, and his comeback was, if they're not welcome, then you're not welcome to Straightway. That's what really happened. But everybody wants to get on Pastor Dow for standing up for people who would be mistreated. Even the book says that they will not welcome you. Where did I see that? Did I see? Oh, man. Let me see. Let me think here. Okay, hold on. I can't think of it right now. But there was somebody that Paul talked about that they didn't welcome them when they came. But But when I think of it, I'll see if it comes to my mind. But that's what really happened. That's what really happened. And then they had a place for Pastor Rufus, but he didn't like it. He did not like the judgment. It was never Straightway's intent to kick him out of the ministry. He didn't like the judgment, so he left, and he's admitted to that. I have text message coming from Pastor Rufus. He says he did not like that, so he left. That's the truth. But all you naysayers, all you people who are on the outside judging what we're doing on inside, did you ever think that you have all these elders, you have all these teachers, all these deacons, you have a whole ministry supporting the decision of what they did to Pastor Dow? You don't think that we love him? You think we're just, I know you'll have one man like Bingo TV saying that we're stupid, we're yes men. No, there's safety in the multitude of counsel. Can you pull that up? Can you pull that verse about multitude of counsel?
Yes.
I always just like to show the word. I just want to keep it simple. Keep it simple. I think it's Proverbs chapter 11, verse 14. Look where it says, where no counsel is, the people fall. See, really, it just says where there's no guidance, the people fall. If you look behind the word counsel. But in the multitude of counselors or advisors, there is safety. See, there's multitude of counselor at Straightway Truth Ministry. That's why there's safety in what we do. That's why we stand by our decision of how we handled Pastor Rufus, how he was handled. This is not us just, doing whatever we want. You got that one? See, look at, without guidance, the people fall. But in a great counselor or advisors, there is safety. See, we have safety. Where is your counsel? Bingo TV, Reno, what was his name? New Bree. Where's your counsel? Kareem, where are your counsel? You're talking to the man that was being disciplined. This is how we handle people when they've been marked. He's been marked. So when pastor's saying don't unsubscribe from his channel, that's the right thing to do. We can't have no communication, no fellowship with him in hopes that he come back. You guys are keeping Pastor Rufus from experiencing the shame that he should experience. See, you don't love Pastor Rufus. You're using Pastor Rufus at your own expense, at his expense, just to build up your channel. Just to build up your channel. You care more about your subscribers than you care about Pastor Rufus' soul. See, Bingo TV can give a rat's ass about Pastor Rufus' soul. Can you go to that about, now where is that? I think I have that in one of my notes here. Let me see if I can find that. Do you know what I'm talking about?
Yeah, no, I don't.
Okay, let me see. Guys, we put this together. Fine, brother.
What's the key word?
The key word is mark them. It is in the mark category.
Okay. Well, we have a few that we can read.
Let's just go through the whole thing. 2 Thessalonians. It says right here, this is what we did. This is what the book tells us to do. It says, if any man obeys not our word by this epistles, note that man or mark that man and have no company with him, that he may be ashamed. See, we want Pastor Rufus to be ashamed. Why? Because we love our brother. We rather him be ashamed. Yet count him not as an enemy, but admonish him as a brother. One says, give him over to Satan for the destruction of his flesh, so that he may be saved. Romans 16, 17, 18. Read.
Now I beseech you, brethren, mark them which cause divisions and offenses contrary to the doctrine which ye have learned, and avoid them. For they that are such serve not our Master Yeshua Messiah, but their own belly, and by good words and fair speeches deceive the hearts of the simple.
You see that? Can't find this other one. Give up. So this is it. We marked him. This and you want go back to the other one. This is why we marked him, because he was causing division and offense contrary to the doctrine which we have here at Straightway, which we have learned. This is what we have learned. Guess where we learned it from? Pastor Rufus. Pastor Rufus taught us how to act, how to honor those who rule over us. Yes, we do have rulers at Straightway Truth Ministry. That's we're not ashamed of that. We do have people that we obey. We do have people that we obey. See, these people are leading you to go worship Yah and do what's right in your own eyes. See, remember that back in the day, they did what was right in their own eyes. That's what Bingo TV and all these people are leading you to. They're leading you to do what's right in your own eyes, which is of the devil. Look, every time they did what was right in their own eyes, were they doing good or evil? Let's go to Deuteronomy 12. Let's pull out Deuteronomy 12 just to show you, because you guys think I'm probably making this thing up. This is what Bingo TV is getting people to do. Deuteronomy 12, Dabarin. Yeah, that's a good version. Let's go there. 12:8. 12:8. Look what it says. Do not do as we are doing here today. Each one doing whatever is right in his own eyes. And if you read the whole context of this stuff, they were building idols. They literally said they were doing it for Yah. Let's go read the whole thing right here. Just read from verse 1. Read verse 1. Look at, they're thinking that they're serving Yah. They're serving Yah. They're not saying, oh, what's right? They're literally thinking they're serving God. Read.
These are the laws and right rulings which you guard to do in the land which Yahweh Elohim of your fathers is given you to possess all the days that you live on the soil. Completely destroy all the places where the nations which you are disposing serve their mighty ones, on the high mountains and on the hills under every green tree. And ye shall break down their slaughter places and smash their pillars and burn their asherim with fire, and you shall cut down the carved images of their mighty ones and shall destroy their name out of that place. Do not do so to Yahweh your Elohim, but seek the place which Yahweh your Elohim chooses out of all your tribes to put his name there for his dwelling place, and there you shall enter. Verse 6, and there you shall take your ascending offerings and your slaughters and your tithes and the contributions of your hand and your vowed offerings and your voluntary offerings and the firstlings of your herd and of your flock. And there you shall eat before Yahweh your Elohim, and shall rejoice in all that you put your hand to, you and your households, in which Yahweh your Elohim has blessed you. Do not do as we are doing here today, each one doing whatever is right in his own eyes. Because
keep going.
Because you have not yet entered the rest in the inheritance which Yahweh your Elohim has given you.
Okay, let me show you something. Go to Judges. Go to Judge chapter 17. 17 verse 1. Let's just read there. Look at this. Another, and I'm just going to show two witnesses here.
And there was a man from the hill country of Ephraim, whose name was Makau. And he said to his mother, the 1,100 pieces of silver that were taken from you, and on which you put a curse, even saying it in my ears, look, the silver is with me, I took it. And his mother said, blessed of Yahweh be my son. And he gave back the 1,100 pieces of silver to his mother. And his mother said, I had truly set apart the silver from my hand to Yahweh for my son.
To Yahweh, my son. Okay, so from Yahweh to his son to do what?
To make a carved image and a molded image. And now I give it back to you.
So she's making a mold image unto Yah for her son. So this is what she thinks is right. She believed this is the right thing to do. Read.
Excuse me. And he gave the silver back to his mother. And his mother took 200 pieces of silver and gave them to the silversmith, and he made it into a carved image and molded image. And they were in the house of Makau. Now the man Makah had a house of mighty ones, and made
God,
a
like my house of gods, like other gods.
yep,
Go.
and made a shoulder garment and house idols. And he ordained one of his sons who became his priest. In those days, there was no sovereign
There
in
was
Israel.
there was no king. See, we always you keep joking around about King Dow. There was no king, no governor, no ruler. Everybody did what? Read. There was no king in Israel. Read.
Everyone did what was right in his own eyes.
See, there you have it. Stop. See, everyone did what was right. This is what Bingo TV is leading you guys to do what's right in your own eyes. Telling you, do your own thing. Don't follow man. This is the same type of stuff. Guys, let me tell you something. When you've seen a spirit, when you truly recognize a spirit, all you got to do is see it once. When you've seen that spirit once, it's like you've seen it 1,000 times. I've seen this spirit before. I've seen this spirit before. And I'm going to use this as an example. I remember my ex-wife saying that I don't have to follow man. I don't have to follow my husband. I'm going to follow Jesus. So everything she did was in the name of Jesus. She felt like she no longer had to submit to me. She can go directly to Jesus. She did not have to follow man. I'm thinking like, man, this is the same thing I'm hearing Bingo talk about. He's saying the same thing. You don't have to follow a man. Let me give you guys an analogy. Let me give you. If you, matter of fact, I want some participation. We got some participation. We got some naysayers here. Somebody saying that Bingo is going to rip me a new one. Man, please go ahead. I get it. I'm somebody. He has to rip me because I'm a somebody. So anyway, hey, let me give you guys a survey here. Okay, you tell me what you would do. Okay, if you had the opportunity, if you had a football team that you were betting on, would you bet on the team that had no coach or the team that had a coach? Which would you vote for? So let's say Team A has a coach and Team Z has no coach. Type in right now which coach would you put your team you put it on. Team A has the coach and Team Z does not have a coach. Let's see right now. Let's give people some time to put that in. Which team would you put your money on to win the game? Team A with the coach or Team Z with no coach? I just want to see. I want to see if anybody's going to pick team. And this is your money now. Are you going to bet on Team Z that has no coach? See, look at some of the people here that are trolling. They don't like me. They're not going to answer the question, but they understand. See, first one is natural. You want to call it cardinal. Then one is spiritual. Okay. Somebody put Z, LOL. Okay, that's good. Okay, you say he's joking. Okay. But see, look at no one will pick a team that has no coach. Everybody will pick the team. Okay, maybe the team thing is too much. Maybe the team thing is too much. Let's go to individual sport. Let's go to individual sport. Would you rather put your money on a boxer that has a trainer or a boxer who has no trainer? He's out there just doing his own thing, doing what he believes is right. Or would you rather put your money on the coach, on the player, on the fighter who has a coach? So let's go with boxer. Let's say, how can we do this, man? I wish we had a poll just to make this thing. Okay, pick 94. 94 for the boxer. I'll give him number 94, the boxer that has a coach. And then we're going to pick number 1 for the coach, for the fighter that doesn't have a boxer. So 94 for the coach, the trainer, and 1 for no trainer. 94 for the trainer, 1 for no trainer. I like seeing number 94, so I'm hoping to see more 94s, but we'll see. You never know. In the case of culture, how it looks. So, I mean, are you seeing this, Deacon?
I'm seeing it.
So what is it saying?
So when you listen to Bingo, he doesn't answer to no one. He answers to no one. And he wants everybody to answer to no one. Do what's right in your own eyes. Guys, I'm telling you right now, the best thing I ever did in my whole entire life, in the 46 years that I've been on life, is being a part of Straightway Truth Ministry. I have learned to love Yah. I have learned to love my brothers and sisters like no tomorrow. I thought I knew how to love. It wasn't until I came into this ministry what it looks like to love. I live with saints. I'm responsible for saints. We have all things in common. Everybody has what they need. No one lacks for anything. Deacon, am I making that up? I mean, you know, they may say you may be afraid to speak up because I may throw you in the dungeon too and beat the crap out of you.
That's never happened, but
Well, Deacon, speak up now. Speak up. Tell Bingo so he can come and save your ass. Talk to Bingo. Say, Bingo, help. Send him a secret message. Help. You've been with me from the beginning.
I asked for help, and that's how I got here. So this is my help. Praise Yah.
And guess where I learned?
Community is a blessing, and it's a high calling.
And guess where I learned this from? Good fruit. Pastor Dow. Pastor Dow. I didn't do this. I would have. I wish I could take credit for this and say I was doing this before Pastor Dow because it would make me look cool to say, yeah, I've been doing this. But I literally learned this from Pastor Dow. And what does Pastor Rufus want? He wants to destroy everything. He reminds me of a woman, a wife, who's willing to destroy the whole house. What it says in Proverbs 14, that a wise woman builds her house up. See, I used to think Pastor Rufus was the wise woman who builds the house up. He was always supporting Pastor Dow, but he showed himself to be the foolish wife who's now willing to pluck it all down, knowing that Straightway Truth Ministry is a good ministry and doing a lot of good. Just because he's not getting what he wants, he's willing to tear the whole thing down. That's selfish. Selfish. You want to just tear this whole thing down because you didn't like the judgment you got. And you've been a part of all the stuff that Bingo TV is bringing up with Jamie and all this stuff. You were in on those stuff. You were there from the beginning. Why didn't you say anything for 14 years? Now you want to say something when you leave? Bullshit. I can't even really comment on it because I wasn't there. Pastor Rufus was there. You guys should be asking yourself, if he can speak this bad about us, what tells you about his character? He was here the whole time and said nothing. How come he didn't tip me off? How come he didn't tip me off and told me how bad things were? Now you want to say something after you leave the ministry? You guys don't see that? Come on, use common sense. Pastor Rufus is bitter because he can't take it. He was okay with all the judgments that are being handed out until it came to him. Straight up. And you got all these wicked ass people supporting him because they're wicked. Wicked. What they say? Birds that flocks together. What they say? Come on, give me the same, man.
Birds of a feather flock together.
Yeah, flock together. It's like fly on shit. Shit, and then all the flies are coming. These are all fly. Man. Pastor Rufus, man, I'm disappointed because I really respected Pastor Rufus. He taught me what it looks like to help the man of Yah. And now he's the very man that's tearing it down with his own hands because he didn't like judgment. If I was in his situation, Yah forbid that I would ever be in Pastor Rufus' situation. But if I was, and he called Pastor Dow a King Saul spirit, then that should automatically tell you what play you should be going off. We have a playbook called the Holy Bible. That's a play. If you really believe that Pastor Dow has a Saul spirit, then guess what? They take the playbook, take the play from King David. How did he handle that? He was anointed the same time as King Saul was. He was anointed. How come he didn't think he was greater? He not one time he said, well, King Samuel anointed me king. He had 2 opportunities to kill Saul as an anointed king of Israel. And not one time did he try to kill King Saul. He says, I'm not going to touch Yah's anointed. But now because you're pastor, you believe you're equal to Pastor Dow? Bullshit. King David wouldn't have done that, and Yeshua himself wouldn't have done that. And I'm going to show you in the book. Let me calm down here. But this is just crazy to see this stuff. And you see all these people coming on here and just following Ringo T. Let me show you about this Jamie guy. I'm going to show you fruit again. Look, this is Jamie. You can go to his Facebook, and this is what you will find. Blow it up. This is what you will find on Jamie's website. Is this who we're going to take his testimony from? A witch doctor? Where's the one that says he's a witch? Witch brew. Can you see it? Look at this. He's a witch. He's into all types of stuff. But we're going to take his testimony, and the testimony he gives leaves a lot out. One of the things I picked on that I thought, like, man, midnight. Man, Pastor Dow he's not even up at midnight. But then when I heard his testimony again, and he says something about he was supposed to be in his tent, but his tent was broken down, so he was in his house. I said, oh, it was during the Feast of Tabernacle. You know what I'm talking about?
I'm not too familiar with what you're
No, I'm talking about the being up late at night. When I heard tent late at night, but people that's not on the ministry wouldn't know that.
Right, we dwell in booths for a whole week during the Feast of Tabernacle.
During the whole weeks and everything. So if I heard that, not knowing what goes on at Straightway and how it works, I would have thought that was just a normal day. It was just a regular day, just a regular day. And Pastor Dow was walking with somebody's woman, and I don't know, I wasn't there, but when I finally got the context, I said, okay, that makes sense. Why it was late at night? Because first of all, Pastor Dow goes to bed early, unless it's Shabbat or the feast. So this was during the feast, and it looked like, and I'm guessing it sounded like it was during the Feast of Tabernacle, because he said something happened to his tent, and he was supposed to, because not all feasts you have to be in your tents. So if he was a person on the land and he had to be on his tent, that means that was the Feast of Tabernacle.
Right. That's the one we're commanded to be.
How would I know that? Only because I know the workings of Straightway Truth Ministry. I've been going there for the last 7 years.
Elder, maybe give some context, because maybe the people here are not knowing what you're referring to. What was said about that situation that you remember?
And I don't even get, but he pretty much said that Pastor Dow was talking to his wife in the middle of the night, coming out the woods. I don't even know what the heck that is. That's, but he was coming out. And he thought this was strange and trying to infer that Pastor was doing something with his wife or inappropriately.
I see.
So anyway, I just put 2 together, but anybody on the outside, they're not going to put 2 and 2 together. They don't even know what the scene even looks like. And I don't even know necessarily what it looked like back in those days, but I got some cue points of, okay, that was during the Feast of Tabernacle. But all these falsehoods is going to come out and make you think it's something worse. Just like Bingo TV made me look like I abuse my woman. I abuse her. I wish I could call Bree in here right now, but then they may just say that doesn't matter because she doesn't like to be on camera. She's very shy. She's not afraid. Look, I'll give Bree the option. Bree, I'm telling you right now, Bree, you won't get in trouble. You don't have to come. But if you want to let people know you okay, you are more than welcome to come and just come and say hi to the folks out here. So people know that you're okay. There's no chains on you. But if you don't have to. But if she's listening to this stuff, because I don't know, they must be getting ready for Shabbat. So
just tell her you need a refill on your water. So
I don't. Then they're gonna say she calls me master. What's wrong with her calling me master? What should she call me?
They're just mad because nobody calling them master. That's
exactly. That's what you call your husband. That's what you call him, her master. What's wrong with that? Bingo TV. I am her
You're
master.
caught up on semantics. Let's just look at what the word means.
The
The
word says.
etymology.
So let's go back to the book. I want to go to 2 Peter's. Now, Pastor Rufus, this is the part. I know he's bitter, but if Pastor Rufus truly wanted to be righteous in all of this stuff, he should have allowed Yah to defend him, but he doesn't trust Yah. That's what I'm seeing here. His action shows me he does not trust Yah. Because if he trusts Yah, he would have let Yah do the fighting. Where do I want to go here? Let me see here. Is that Romans? Do you have that? Where it says that?
You have Romans. What part are you talking about?
The one that vengeance.
I don't think we got that one.
Is that second? Let's just go to 2 Peter. I can find that one. Let's go to 2 Peter. I'll find that one. Oh, look, Bree texted me. Listen, she said, "Oh, give me 5 minutes." Oh, she wants to come. Shoot, now I'm telling you, for Bree that wants to come, being shy as she wants, Deacon, am I making this thing up?
You're not. No.
I gave her an option. If she didn't come, that was perfectly fine. I gave her the option. So her coming tells you that Bingo TV is full of shit. So she says she's coming in 5 minutes. I really gave her a genuine, that there was no subliminal, like, hey, you better come when I didn't even talk to her about this before or anything. This was even part of the show. But let me go here. Go to read actually, can you go? You go before. Oh man, that's 2 Peter.
Just tell me what you need. Tell me what you need.
Read 2 Peter's. What was 2 Peter's? What does that say?
I think we have a couple of 2 Peters. So
okay,
this one says, "For speaking arrogant nonsense, they entice through the lust of the flesh, through indecencies, the ones who have indeed escaped from those living in delusion, promising them freedom, though themselves being slaves of corruption. For one is a slave to whatever overcomes him. For if after they have escaped the defilement of the world, through the knowledge of the Master and Savior, Yeshua Messiah," I think that's just a misquote there, "they are again entangled in them and overcome, and that the latter end is worse for them than the first, for it would have been better for them not to have known the way of righteousness."
So this did you read the whole thing?
Okay, then having known it, to turn from the set apart command delivered unto them, for them that proverb has proved the true. A dog returns to his vomit, and a watch so returns her rolling in the mud.
So this is why I feel bad. I mean, I love Pastor Rufus, and I see that he knows this, and now he's returning. And what am I mean returning? All the people that he's attached himself. He's friends with Bingo TV, with Jamie. I'm looking at all these people. I'm thinking like, dang, not Pastor Rufus, not my man. Dang, this is the man that I learned what it means to be a laborer in this vineyard. How to help the man of Yah, how to support him. And now to see him do this, I'm just doing what Pastor Rufus would have done. So fault me on that. Fault me for taking the example of what Pastor Rufus would have done when back in the days when he showed support to Pastor Dow. He supported all this. I support this. I just support everything we have done up to this point 100%. I'm not delusional. I've made my stand, and I will stand on this hill. This is where Yah has led me. He led me to Straightway Truth Ministry by way of Pastor Dow, Pastor Charles Dow Jr., to be specific. Anyway, let me get Bree on here.
Sister Bree in the house.
Bree in the house. Sit down here. Hey, you're smiling too much here. She's smiling here. Are you okay?
I'm fine.
Do you have any concerns? Bingo TV is concerned about your safety. He said that you're in the dungeon. You had that you've been locked up. They pull you. I mean, how do you feel about everything you've been hearing about Bingo TV and his concern for your safety?
Well, I don't think he should be concerned. I'm very well taken care of. I can't complain whatsoever. So
Can you guys hear her? Can you guys hear Bree? Bree, speak up. So
here's the
because,
mic right
yeah,
here.
don't speak up. Don't be afraid because they may think that I know you're shy here. I mean, do you like being on camera? This you like this?
I do not like being on camera. No, master.
Okay. You see. So anyway, but you say you're being well taken care of and everything.
Yes, master.
All right. So I don't know, Deacon, help me out because I don't know what to even ask her. Bingo is really concerned about her safety. He talked about does your dad? Oh yeah, did your dad give me the blessing to marry you?
Yes.
Your biological father?
Yes, master.
Even though he didn't come, right?
Yes.
But he supported. Matter of fact, when I wanted to get you your passport, right? Who got me your birth certificate?
My father.
Her father. I called her father to be able to get her passport. But he says that the father doesn't know.
5 minutes she used to come out of the dungeon.
Huh?
5 minutes she used to come out of the dungeon.
Yeah, 5 minutes she used to. Yeah,
well, this is a nice dungeon.
Yeah, it's a nice dungeon. Yeah, exactly. I make sure even the dog kennel looks pretty good. So I guess this is a dungeon. Oh, so be it. So all right,
big ass dungeon.
Okay. You have anything else you want to say? Or
somebody said that she like calling you master.
Oh yeah. How do you feel about calling me master? What's up with that?
I enjoy it. It's an honor. It's a pleasure. So he is my covering. So why would I not call him master?
I mean, listen to this. At least she has a master to call a master. Some of you women that's uncovered don't have the luxury of calling somebody your master. And if you control your husband, then you don't see him as your master. You see him as your boy toy or your little pet that goes around doing your bidding. That's not how it works around here. Life do revolve around me, but do I take good care of you?
Yes, master.
Do I love you?
Yes, master.
Do you question my love for you?
No, master.
No. See? So do I take care of my little ones?
Oh, absolutely.
I take care of my little ones. And that's the inside joke. So we just got some cloth diapers. And have I been involved in making sure that this works, the cloth diapers and everything?
He enjoys the cloth diapers.
Yeah, I'm a witness to the enjoyment of the cloth diapers.
I think that's what got me sick, being up all night, washing and getting it all prepped up.
Somebody might think that's abuse. Oh, look, they do cloth diapers. Oh my goodness.
Oh my goodness. Okay.
You can't please everybody.
Yeah. So anyway, so there you guys have it. That's Bree, Sister Bree. She's alive. She's well. So Bingo TV had any concerns. If I miss any questions, I can do another interview of her. And if you want to interview her, you want to come on my show, or you want me to come on yours, no, you come on my show and you want to talk to her because I'm thinking you genuinely care about her safety. So there you have it. So she loves the dungeon she lives in, I guess. So she's in the dungeon. She likes it. It's a pretty good dungeon, I guess. So Dinky, you live more like in the dungeon, right? I mean, I guess. How do you like your spot?
Because I'm in the basement. Yeah, it's a nice basement.
I mean,
yeah,
you know,
all walls.
Technically, the dungeon is usually downstairs, right? I mean, at the lower level. Technically, you are in the dungeon more than she is. So,
well, technically, our fellowship spot is downstairs too. So that's where we worship. That's where we pray. This is where we fellowship. So.
Maybe Deacon, he was concerned about you and your family. You do got a woman. I mean, are you okay? I mean, you guys are in that dungeon. Do you need any help? Do you want out? Do you want to call the police?
We are all more than content, and my family is very happy, and we're all content to dwell with our brothers in unity, because that's something that God loves.
And he loves unity. And Ringo TV hates unity. He hates unity the same way his father hates it. The Hasatan, Satan. He hates it. He's the accuser of the brethren. Look at this. This is how I know that if what's his name truly love Yah. Can you go to Romans chapter 12?
Romans chapter. Is that something that I had, or do I
that's what I thought you may have had, but I don't have the thing that came up afterwards. Romans chapter 12. Look it up if you have it, then we can use that one.
Yeah, I'll just look it up because I don't know if I have Romans 16. Okay, let me look at Romans 12 here. You want me to stick to the scriptures version?
Sure. I like the scripture version.
Okay, what verse? I got it pulled up here.
Go start at verse 16, and then we're going to end on and we're going to go all the way to 21. 16. Now, this is what I would like, and like I said, I hope to never be in Pastor Rufus' situation, because it's a horrible place to be, and I don't strive to be in that situation. I think the greater we become in life, we need to be humble. That's one thing I learned in the world. I learned the greater I became in the world, the more humble I needed to become, because I never wanted to forget. We always had a saying, don't forget where you came from. Don't forget your first love, the book says. And sometimes I think that as we get more money, more fame, we forget where we come from. We forget the humble beginnings. Don't forget that. But if I was in his situation, I would like to think that I would have handled it like a David to Saul's situation. I would have liked to think that I would have trusted Yah, that I would trust Yah, and that if I'm being handled wrongly, he would take care of it, that I wouldn't have to go outside of him. I wouldn't have to break the law to prove a point. I wouldn't have to do that. Because at the end of the day, Yah is my defender. So that's why I can be comfortable submitting myself to a man, even if this man does me wrong. Because look, hey, it happened to me in Christianity. If you guys knew what happened to me in Christianity, man, you would think I would have been just like Bingo TV. I would, just like he got burnt, and I don't know how he got burnt, but it sounds like he got burnt by Creflo Dollar. That is what the normal person does when they get burnt in the church. Do a Bingo TV. They go off and do their own thing, and they vow to never, ever be a part of organized religion. Never. They say, I'm done with it, because he's bitter. Because at the end of the day, Bingo TV is bitter too. That's why he can relate to Pastor Rufus' situation. But look what I did. I got burnt. I lost my family over it. I lost all my sons and daughters, not kids, sons, daughters. I lost 8 of them. And all I had to do was denounce Yeshua HaMashiach. All I had to do was stop keeping the Sabbath, and I could have kept my family. I could have kept half of the money that I earned. I earned. My woman didn't earn it. I was the sole breadwinner in my house. And I made millions. Millions. And when she got half, she got millions. More than half. Millions. I got burnt by the church. They got millions from me too. Burnt. And the natural response is to never be a part of organized religion ever again. But guess what I did? I just seek to do Yah's will. I see what the book says, and I know that I cannot do this on my own. I need to follow the book. This is what I would like to have done. Read 16. See, the same, this is what I had to do. I had to trust in Yah to be my defender. And you know what is the reward for me in Christianity? When Christianity burnt me, he brought me to Straightway Truth Ministry. That was the gift. That's how he took care of me. When Christianity left me for dead, then he brought me to Straightway to build me back up, to give me strength. Read Romans 16. Read.
Be of the same mind toward one another.
Not according to Ringo. Don't be of the same mind. Be individuals. Do what's right in your own eyes. Read.
Do not be proud in mind, but go along with the lowly. Do not be wise in your own estimation. Repay no one evil for evil. Respect what is right in the sight of all men. If possible, on your part, be at peace with all men.
You at peace with all men. Is Pastor Rufus being peace with all men? No. He's causing a hornet's nest. He's getting all these outsiders to come in and try to do. I don't know what he's trying to do, but he's trying to cause division. It's nothing good.
There's nothing that Pastor Rufus is doing is good. Him teaming up with Bingo TV and all these people. He's literally going. I think he has a show tonight at 7:00, going on the show to go on. And he's going on a what they call the smear campaign. He's going on literally a campaign to smear Pastor Dow and Straightway Choose Ministry and all of the leaders, all the people that he served with. He's now, we all bad. We all bad. He's the only good one. Him and Elder Crago, they're the only good ones, but all of us are just yes men. Bullshit. Why would I? What's my advantage? Can somebody tell me why would I? If anything, the world would tell you that I brought myself all the way from the top and I went to the bottom of the pit in society. I can say I was living from a worldly perspective, living pretty good. Can I live pretty good on my own, Pastor Deacon? Can I live pretty good? I could probably be like Andrew Tate, driving the Lambo, you know. And
you were living good before we came.
But you know, son, I wasn't living good. You know why I didn't have? I need to be around y'all's people.
That's it.
See, I know a lot of rich people that are unhappy because they just live single lives. They all by themselves. They're secluded. They have nobody. They can't trust. We can't trust anybody. See, I already knew. I don't want to fall for that. I knew that there's a people of Yah out there, and by the grace of Yah, opened my eyes and allowed me to find the kingdom. That's why they say seek first His kingdom and His righteousness. And all these things will be added unto you. And I found the kingdom of Yah in Straightway Truth Ministry. I found His righteousness, His laws. And I'm not moving from that. I am not moving. I'm 10 toes down. I'm not moving. Done. Keep on going. Read. Did you read the whole thing?
Not yet. Beloved, do not revenge yourselves, but give place to the wrath, for it has been written, vengeance is mine, I shall repay, saith Yah. You see? So if Pastor Rufus truly believed that he was right, won't you leave room for Yah to defend you? The vengeance belongs to Him. Let Him repay it. But you know why he can't wait on Yah? Because Yah is not in it. He knows Yah is not going to do anything. So he has to go in there and do it himself. He got to go in there and do it himself because he knows Yah is not in it. Look at the fruit. Just keep it simple, guys. Just keep it simple. I know I said a lot, but I'm trying to get you guys back. If Pastor Rufus genuinely thought that he was right, why did he just let Yah do it for him? Read. Instead, if your enemy hungers, feed him. If he thirsts, give him a drink, for in so doing you shall heap coals of fire on his head.
I don't see Pastor Rufus doing that. I don't see him doing that. If Pastor Dow is so bad, I don't see you doing any of these things. If Pastor Dow is so bad, why won't you let Yah take care of it? That's what I would like to do. That's what I would do. That's what I would do. Read.
Do not be overcome by evil, but overcome evil with good.
Are you overcoming so-called evil with good? See, you can't overcome evil with good in your situation because it's good what we've done, so you have to use evil to try to overcome good. That's what's happening. See, Pastor Rufus knows that what he's doing is evil. And he cannot expect Yah to do it, so he has to do it himself. That's why he's going. And did you know Pastor Rufus said, he said this with his own words, that he would not take this out public. He would not do any videos or anything, and look what he's been doing. See, look at it. He's not even a man of his own words. He says he wouldn't do any videos, and look what he's been doing. Look what he's created. Look what he did 2 weeks prior to our meeting in Chicago, in Green Bay up here in Wisconsin. Pastor Rufus is showing himself right here, is manifesting right here. So I'm not sitting here, just being a yes man. I'm looking at the word. I'm seeing how we're moving. I'm seeing how Pastor Rufus is moving, and he's not moving big. I see the people he's aligning himself with. He's aligning himself with forked-tongued devils, false witness, people quick to go spill blood, people that will not sleep until they cause a man to fall. That's who I see Pastor Rufus aligning himself with. All right, let's go to second. So let me show you, and let me try to wrap this up here. Let's go to Second Peter, not Second Peter, First Peter. Do we have a First Peter? I don't know. It's First Peter chapter 2, verse 13. This is what Ringo said. Bingo always says, "Why do you guys submit to a man?" Well, I'm gonna show you why we submit to a man. Because how can you obey those who rule over you if there's no man? There's got to be a man. Why did Yah say that he would give us pastors according to his heart, to feed us knowledge and understanding? He said he would give us pastors. He didn't say, and this after he even says, I will write this on their heart. But he still would give us. How sweet are the feet of those who brings the gospel. And I'm paraphrasing. Are you there in 1 Peter chapter 2? Do we have that?
I have this one. Is this the one you're referring to?
Yeah, that's all we have?
For 1 Peter, we can look it up on the...
Okay, go. Yeah, I want to read the whole thing. I want to show you. I tell you how King David would have responded. I'm going to show you how Yeshua would have responded. Go to 1 Peter chapter 2. And then we're just going to... I tell you, man, it's sad. It's sad. These people are leading, Bingo TV and all these people are leading you to the pit of hell. That's where they're leading you to. And then I want to show some more fruit of Bingo TV, what he's doing. And then I'm going to end it on that and then close it. Read.
You want me to start, Elder?
Start 13.
Be subject to every institution of man.
Of man? Did you hear what he said?
Of man.
Be subject to every institution of man. Not just yourself doing what's right in your own eyes. It says to man. Read.
Because of the master, whether to the sovereign as supreme, or to governors as to those who are sent by him for the punishment of doers of evil, and a praise for those who do good. Because such is the desire of Elohim, that by doing good you should put to silence the ignorance of foolish men.
You see, this is the desire of Elohim. This is the desire, that by doing good you should put to silence the ignorance of foolish men. See, Bingo TV is a foolish man. And I know this works. I'm submitted. I submit myself to Pastor Dow. So what? I choose to do that. Some people choose to submit themselves to the United States government. Don't I? I consent. Can I consent? Is my consent free will? I can leave if I want to, but I don't want to leave. I want to be a part of the Straightway Truth ministry family. I'm not going anywhere. Read.
As free, yet not using your freedom as a cloak for evil, but as servants of Elohim. Respect all, love the brotherhood, fear Elohim, respect the sovereign. Servants, be subject to your masters with all fear, not only to the good and gentle, but also to the crooked ones.
See, not only to the good. So Pastor Rufus was good when Pastor was good and gentle to him, but then all of a sudden, supposedly, Pastor becomes crooked in his eyes. So you can't subject yourself to him when he's being crooked in your eyes. You see, that's what I'm saying. But hey, who am I? Let's keep reading. Let's see who also did this as an example. You call Pastor Dow King Saul, and we saw how David did it. And he was fallible, but he did it the right way. He was a man after Yah's own heart. And now one time he was anointed king. You were a pastor, but Pastor Dow was a pastor way before you. But King David had an opportunity to kill King Saul, and they both were anointed. And not one time did he ever think that he could put his hands on King Saul just because he was now king. And he had two opportunities. You took the first chance you got to put your hands on Pastor Dow. Put your tongue on him. Keep going.
For this is favor, if because of conscience towards God, towards Elohim, anyone bears up under grief, suffering unrighteously. For what credit is there in enduring a beating when you sin? But
You
if you
see?
suffer,
That's what I'm saying. So Pastor Rufus, whatever he's getting, whatever the decision has caused him, there's nothing in that. He's getting it because he's done wicked. He was being unrighteous. He's getting exactly what he deserved. But I bet you if he would have done, if he truly was right in this and he took it patiently, I bet you more people would have probably sided with him or probably done things to help it out. But no, pride came in. He says, "Nah, I'm not taking that judgment. Oh, hell no. Nah. This is wrong." I would have taken, if that was my judgment, I would have taken it patiently. Now, like I said, I wouldn't put myself in that situation. But if I did the things he did, and that was the thing that I had to do, then that's what I have to do. Read. So go up there, go up to the patient. Can you go back to 18? Yep. Servants, be subject to your master with fear.
Servants, be subject to your masters with all fear, not only to the good and gentle, but also to the crooked ones. For this is favor, if because of conscience towards Elohim, anyone bears up under grief, suffering unrighteously. For what credit is there in enduring a beating when you sin? But if you suffer for doing good and you endure, this finds favor with Elohim. For to do this you were called, because Messiah also suffered for us, leaving us an example that you should follow his steps.
See, Messiah left us an example. Is Pastor Rufus better? Is Pastor Rufus better than Messiah? He left us an example that we should follow. That's why I would do what I'm saying I would do, because we have an example. We have an example in the Messiah. And he committed no sin. Read.
Whom committed no sin, nor was deceit found in his mouth. Who being reviled did not revile in return, suffering did not threaten, but committed himself to him who judges righteously. Who himself bore our sins in his body on the timber, so that we, having died to sins, might live unto righteousness, by whose stripes you were healed. For you were like sheep going astray, but have now returned to the shepherd and overseer of your beings.
There you have it. Now go to the next one. Go to the next chapter over. I just want to show you something. And this is how I be looking at things. In the same way, read in the same way. Everything we've read, the example of Messiah, how to handle if you are in a master and servant relationship, coach and player relationship, pastor and just one of the saints relation. That's how I look at it. Just keep it. It's the same principle. Father and husband, or father and seed or son, husband and wife. It's the same principle. I always ask myself, okay, who am I in this picture? Am I the husband in this one, or am I the bride? See, in this ministry, I'm one of the brides. I'm one of the brides. Yep, I said it. I'm one of the brides. I'm a helpmeet to Pastor Dow. Pastor Dow is the husband of Straightway Truth Ministry. Matter of fact, does anybody disagree with my analogy? If anybody agrees with my analogy, just type in a 10. Type in a 10 if you agree with the analogy that Pastor is the husband of Straightway Truth Ministry. He's the father of Straightway Truth Ministry. Type in a 10. And maybe we'll find out. Maybe he was a shoot. No. I know I'm not the father. Straight was here before me. Just keep it simple. Keep it simple. So once I now know my role, I remember The Rock in wrestling would say, know your role. See, you just got to know your role. Once I know my role, I can act accordingly. I can stay in my lane. Is it ever okay for the wife to rebuke her husband? Is that okay, Deacon?
No.
Is it right for me to rebuke my? I'm just looking. There's rules. There's structure. There's order. So we got a lot of 10s. Never okay. No, okay. So we got a lot of 10s. Okay. Let's keep reading. Now go to the next chapter. You just heard everything about a master and servant relationship. You heard Messiah leaving us an example on how, and we know Messiah wasn't treated right. And not one time, no revile in his mouth. And look at Pastor Rufus. Reviling, using evil, teaming up with other evil people, fork-tongued devils. That's what I'm saying. I'm thinking like, okay, Pastor Rufus, you always talk about, insinuate that I'm not spiritual. Where's your spirit? You don't trust Yah? You don't trust Yah that he will get it right? Why do you got to do it in your own hands? You said you wouldn't do no videos, and now you're doing videos. Where's the trust in Yah? Let Yah defend you. If Pastor Dow is truly doing wrong, let Yah defend you. But no, you can't, because you know you're doing evil. You know Yah is not going to sit there and play that and support the things that you're doing. Calling Ringo TV weeks before so you could do a sabotage or what they call it. I can't think of it again. What they call when you booby trap somebody? What's it called?
Ambush.
Ambush. So you can ambush Pastor Dow. Nah, that's a no-no. Putting your hands on Yah's anointed. You the one that taught us that Pastor Dow was man of Yah. You told us that. I learned that from you. Okay, let's go. In the same way, everything we just read in the same way. Read.
In the same way, wives, be subject to your own husbands, so that if any are disobedient to the word, they without a word might be won by the behavior of their wives.
No, I see a spirit. I'm going to go show it. I'm going to get that spirit. I'm going to get that spirit. No, it says without a word. So if any disobedient to the word, they without a word might be won by the behavior of the wife. See, you can, if supposedly whatever you was talking about, you can have won him by your behavior. What happened to that? See, you're the bride in this situation when it comes to the truth ministry. No one sees you as a father. No one sees you as a husband. Yeah, you're up there. You probably will. Maybe we can put you. I don't know how you up there, but maybe you are up there as a first or second or third. I don't know what wife you were. I'm looking. You're doing the very thing that we're not supposed to be doing. Keep reading. Verse 2.
Behavior of the wives, having seen your blameless behavior and fear. Your adornment should not be outward, arranging of the hair, wearing gold, or putting on dresses, but the hidden man of the heart, with the uncorruptible ornament of a meek and peaceable spirit, which is of great value before Elohim. For in this way, in former times, the set-apart women who trusted in Elohim also adorned themselves, being subject to their own husbands. As Sarah obeyed Abraham, calling him master.
Ooh, so is that a typo? Is that a typo?
That's
man. That's where Bree's getting it from. That man, she's a plagiarizer. That's why she calls me master. Right there, because she wants to be the daughter of Sarah. So that's why she calls me master. But according to Bingo, that's abusive. That's wrong. So should I stop my woman because she wants to be aligned with Sarah? You got Pastor Rufus aligning with your ass? Align herself to Sarah, Abraham's wife? Man, Bree, you keep doing. If you want to call me master, you call me master. Keep reading. Start. As Sarah obeyed Abraham.
As Sarah obeyed Abraham, calling him master, of whom you became children, doing good, and not frightened by any fear. In the same way, husbands, live understandingly together, giving respect to the wife as to the weaker vessel, and as being heirs together of the favor of life, so that your prayers are not hindered.
Okay, there you have it. So there's direction for everybody. It's asking us to be, and sum it up. Let us all be. Oh, keep reading this one. Keep reading. To sum up, this is where I was going to go to anyway. Verse 8. Read.
To sum up, let all of you be like-minded, sympathetic,
like-minded,
sympathetic, loving as brothers, tenderhearted, humble-minded, not returning evil for evil or reviling for reviling, but on the contrary, blessing, knowing that you were called to do this in order to inherit a blessing. You want me to keep going? Elder? Can you hear me? Are you there?
Does that mean
You're getting chopped there.
can you hear me? Say again.
Oh, I hear you now. Now you're coming in clear.
Okay. All right.
You want me
So
to keep
you guys
going?
can
Stop there.
No, that's it. So guys,
Okay.
when I'm looking at this, let me show you another. Now let me show you, and I'm going to end on this. I want to just leave this last one so it's easy for people to get to at the end here. I want you to see what Bingo TV said recently. And this is why you guys need to test every spirit. You can't just go off and just follow everything that somebody says. You got to test it. Look what this man said. Can you show the video where he talks about Deuteronomy 24?
Is that the 148 mark or is the 17 mark?
Actually, start with the 17. You can start with the 17.
Okay.
Do we ever come up with the scripture for that one too, by the way?
We can pull it up.
I don't know. Do we have it? I don't even remember which one it was. Okay, just go ahead.
Okay, I'm gonna play it here.
Okay.
Listen, I'm not here to convince or try to convince anyone. You can do whatever you want to do, but I do have the word of truth. Now, my question is this: for a lot of these people right here that are so interested or in my salvation, which I don't believe none of these haters is interested in my salvation.
I'm not interested in your salvation.
Stop.
Because
Stop. You see what he just said? He's not interested. You see this? That's hateful. You're not interested in Pastor Dow's salvation, a brother who's striving, who loves Yah, and you're not interested. See, that's the devil. See, the devil is not interested in your salvation. See, Bingo TV sound more like the devil. Everything he's doing is very wicked. Look behind his cameras. Look at the beginning with women dancing around butt naked and things of that nature, half naked. And he just said, rewind that back again and hear what he said. He said, I don't care about your salvation. Read.
My question is, for a lot of these people right here that are so interested or in my salvation, which I don't believe none of these haters is interested in my salvation.
I'm not interested in your salvation because you're going to hell.
Wow.
I am convinced.
Wow. You guys seen this? So this is Bingo say he's not. Pastor already predicted it. He confirms it. He can't even help it. He walked right into that one. He clearly says, I don't care about your salvation. You're going to hell. So who the hell are you, Bingo TV? Who are you to put your mouth on the man of Yah and to say he's going to hell? See, let's go to Rome. Let's go to Romans chapter 10, verse 6. This is how I know he's wicked. This is how I know he's wicked. Are you there? Can you go to Romans chapter 10, verse 6? Do we have that anywhere?
Yeah, I got it pulled up here. Yep. You want me to go ahead and read it?
Yeah, read it.
But the righteousness of belief speaks in this way.
See, this is how a righteousness, what it says, read it again. But the righteousness belief speaks in this way. Bingo is not righteous. Read.
Do not say in your heart, whom shall ascend into heaven, into the heavens? That is to bring Messiah down. Or who shall descend into the abyss? That is to bring Messiah up from the dead.
You see?
But what does it say? The word is near you, even your mouth and in your heart. That is the word of belief which we are proclaiming. That if you confess with your mouth the Master, Yeshua, and believe in your heart that Elohim was raised, that Elohim has raised him from the dead, you shall be saved.
Mm-hmm.
For with the heart one believes unto righteousness, and one confesses with the mouth, and so is saved. because the scripture says, whoever puts his trust in him shall not be put to shame.
Stop. You can stop there. Guys, always read before and after, but I just want to show a righteous person wouldn't say who's going up and who's going down. You heard him. See, he talks about receipts. That's a receipt for you. You clearly heard him say he did not care. So everything he's doing, he does not care. And what the book says that even if this is his form of marking pastor or something, it says treat him as a brother. He says, I don't care about your salvation because you're going to hell. You heard that. That's a receipt. Let me give you another. Guys, I can't make this thing up. I'm just showing you book. They're going to come after me and say I'm a yes man or whatever. Wherever that book says, that's where I stick to. I just stay with the word. And I know the truth because I'm part of this ministry. I know how we do things. I'm not coming from the outside. There's some things that I'm not aware of because I wasn't there at that time. But I have talked to the witness. I've looked into it, and I feel good with what I heard. Pastor Rufus did too, because he was here for 14 years. So Pastor Rufus needs to give up. Why do he support the ministry so much and allowing all these people that he's hooked up with, allowing them to talk about straightway like this? That's how wicked he is. Okay, play the other clip. Listen to this. Can't make this up.
Your contributions. Right? So now it's very clear and evident, ladies and gentlemen, that Pastor P. Diddy Dow is misleading the people.
This NASA red light healing device is now available.
Oh, wow.
What's that?
This is what he does. He gets his money.
Well, that's how he gets his money. Okay.
So now, let's see what we got. Okay, we read that. We read that already. We read all of that.
We helping Bingo get paid.
Now, Deuteronomy 24, verse 1 through 4, it gives you the divorce law. That is the law. That is the law.
No, the law is what the Messiah said. That's the law.
That is the law.
Notice how he's hooked on what Moses said. He's not focused on what the Messiah said. So clearly, Pastor P. Diddy Dow is not following the Messiah. He's following Moses. That is what he wants you guys to do. So every man at Straightway have been brainwashed to follow what Deuteronomy 24, verse 1 through 4. I'm going to tell you right now. Listen to me very carefully.
Stop.
Take Deuteronomy.
I want you guys to listen. Okay, you can't make this up, okay? Because you probably never hear this again. Play it before they.
Deuteronomy 24, verse 1 through 4. Take a scissors and cut that shit out the Bible. Just
keep playing.
Let's cut it out. Because you're wasting your time with that. I'm just being honest, man. Look, you got to know how to edit. The Messiah came in. He said what he said. It supersedes what Moses said. Period. Anybody that is still trying to operate by Deuteronomy 24, verse 1 through 4 is a fucking idiot. Period. You're just dumb. I'm telling the truth. Anybody that is running their mouth talking about, oh, we got to follow what the law says, Deuteronomy 24, verse 1 through 4, what did the Messiah say?
Stop. Bingo TV, I'm going to answer your question. That's a fair question. What did the Messiah say? Let's go to Matthew chapter 5. Matthew chapter 5, verse 17. I think it's there. I hope it's there. Woo! And then I'm going to end on this, guys. I hope this is bringing you guys, and we're going to maybe Deacon, you can do a job, break this up in clips. I'll let you do your editing thing, and so that people can get to these things right away. But hey, those who have ears are the one that's going to hear, and those who don't have ears, they're not going to hear. And I don't expect everybody to get it. So we here at Straightway, we're not crazy. We're not just some minions, zombies. No, we're following the book. We're looking at fruit. We know how to inspect fruit. And we just look. I'm showing it to you guys right here. For maybe some of you guys just can't see. I hope you hear what this man's saying. This is not a man being led by the Holy Spirit, the Ruach HaKodesh. This man's being led by Satan, by a demonic spirit. But I'm going to tell you, I'm going to answer your question, Bingo. What Jesus said. What did Yeshua say? Read.
Do not think that I came to destroy the Torah or the prophets. I did not come to destroy, but to complete. For truly I say to you, till heaven and earth pass away, one jot or one tittle shall by no means pass from the Torah till all be done. Whoever
Is
then
heaven,
breaks one,
is heaven and earth still here?
I'm looking
Is
outside.
heaven and earth? Let me go look outside real quick. Hold on. Let me just, I can see right here. I still see heaven and earth is still here. So he just said, take it out. Messiah said, think not that I've come to what? Destroy the law, the prophet. That's Deuteronomy. That's the Torah. He didn't come here to destroy that. So what in the hell is Bingo TV talking about? Read, keep reading.
For truly I say to you, till the heaven and the earth pass away, one jot or one tittle shall by no means pass from the Torah, till all be done. Whoever then breaks one of the least of these commands and teaches men so shall be called least in the reign of the heavens. But whoever does and teaches them, he shall be called great in the reign of the heavens.
All right. So you guys see this. I'm trying to find another one here. Hold on here. Where it says don't add. I just want to make sure we can. Do you know where that is?
I can look it up. We can what about John 46 to 47? That's
okay. What's that say?
Let me pull it up here.
What's John 5? Do not think, okay.
For if you believed Moses, you shall have believed me, since he wrote about me.
Ooh.
But if you do not believe his writings, how shall you believe my words?
So if you don't believe Moshe, see, we believe Moshe. We believe Moshe. We believe in his writings. That's how we can believe in Messiah. See, it's clear that Bingo don't believe in Moshe because he doesn't believe in the writings of Moshe who wrote about him. It's right there. For if you believe in Moses, you would have believed me since he wrote about me. So we should cut out what he wrote about Messiah. We just cut it out. He said Moses wrote about him. So we should cut that out. That's what he told us to do. Cut it out. But if you don't believe his writings, how shall you believe my words? So do you truly believe in Yeshua's word? And you don't believe in Moses because Yeshua endorsed Moses. This is crazy, guys. I hope you can see the fruit. It's clear as day. Anybody that is spiritual could see this. It's right there.
Yeah,
Can you get another
Revelation
one?
22?
Yep.
For I witness to everyone hearing the words of the prophecy of this book. If anyone adds to them, Elohim shall add to him the plagues that are written in this book. And if any man take away from the words of the book of this prophecy, Elohim shall take away his part from the book of life and out of the set apart city which are written in this book.
There you have it. And isn't there one in the Old Testament? I want to get one in the Old Testament. I think there's let me get one more. I thought there was one in don't add or take away. I put in the word add. I couldn't find it.
I think it's just I'm reading from the scriptures version, so I think it's just the King James version probably says it differently.
No, that's what I was looking through here, but I think it's in Leviticus. But anyway, people get the point. He's saying, take
testify to every man that he heareth the words of this prophecy of this book. If any man shall add unto these things, and if any man shall take away from the words of the book of this prophecy, that's not it.
No, somewhere in the Old Testament, but I can't think of it right now. But it's I think people
Let's see.
Diminish. That's the word. It's the word diminish, but I can't. Don't diminish, but it could be a whole bunch of words that says that. So anyway, don't But anyway, if you can find it. But guys, at the end of the day, I want you guys to see Bingo TV. This man's he's a fork-tongued devil. If you guys can't see it, all he cares about is subscribers. He doesn't care about anybody's soul. He doesn't care about Pastor Rufus' soul. He clearly doesn't care about Pastor Dow's soul because he said it. He clearly said it. He says that Pastor Dow's going to hell. Everything the book says not to do, he's doing. He told us to cut out Deuteronomy, cut out the law of Moses, cut it out and throw it away. Anybody that believes in the Torah is a dumbass or something like that. I think he said that is a fucking something. He said something in those words. Can you go back and just play what he said one time? Or did you find? Oh, sorry. Did you find? I thought it was.
I did. Yeah, Deuteronomy 4:2, King James version.
Okay, what does it say? It
says, "Ye shall not add unto the word which I command you, neither shall ye diminish out from it, that ye may keep the commandments of the Most High your Elohim, which I command you."
Which is Deuteronomy, this is in Deuteronomy. So he said we need so Bingo TV, should we cut out this too? Should we cut out Deuteronomy chapter 4, verse 2, so that it can fit what we think is right in our own eyes? Should we cut that out too? What else should we start cutting out? Huh? So this is the type of stuff that all his 150 something subscriber, this is the type of man you're following, a fork-tongued devil. And it doesn't surprise me. Most people, the gate that leads to destruction is wide and many people are going there. And the gate that leads to life is narrow, very few people. And there'll be people that fall away from the stuff and there'll be people that come in. But listen to him again. Just listen to what he says. I just told you what Jesus thinks. Listen what he says.
Deuteronomy 24, verse 1 through 4. Take a scissors and cut that shit out the Bible. Just cut it out. Because you're wasting your time with that. I'm just being honest, man. Look, you got to know how to edit. The Messiah came in. He
wants to edit the word of Yah.
What Moses said.
Stop.
Period.
Stop. So he's telling us you need to know how to edit the word of Yah. It just says don't diminish, don't take away, don't add. And he's teaching people how to edit the word, saying it's okay to cut. There's going to be 150 minions going out, cutting out Deuteronomy 24, verse 1 to 2, because Bingo TV, dumbass, said so. This is crazy. But people don't read. This is how come I can be able to tell what's of Satan and what's of Yah. I can tell the children of Yah and the children of Satan. This is clearly a child of Satan. Clear. I'm talking about so clear, I don't even think about it. And then when I look at Pastor Rufus, the only thing that makes it a little confusing is because I have soul ties with him. I have fond memories of him. But when I separate Pastor Rufus, the man that I had fellowship with, the man that I have respect for, but when I look at his fruit, when I look at his actions, when I see the manifestation, Pastor Rufus is showing himself as a child of Satan. When I see who he's lining himself up with, Jamie, the witch doctor, Bingo TV, Ringo TV, the fork-tongued devil, false witness. I'm looking at how he's moving. He's going to some basketball show, some guy named Kareem, and everybody's signing, all these people. And he's going on and doing his campaign. And is that what Yah told him? Is that what Yah told him to do? Yah says, go and do this. You don't wait for me. You just go ahead and you do this. I'll catch up to you later. That doesn't sound like what David would have done. And that doesn't sound like what Yeshua would have done. That's not the example. So let this be for all you saints out there that's a part of Straightway Truth Ministry. I'm speaking to you guys. And I'm speaking to anyone that truly love Yah. Do not do what Pastor Rufus is doing. This is not how to handle this stuff. Do it based off the example that Yeshua gave us. Pastor Dow is the husband. He's the father of Straightway Truth Ministry. I declare it. I'm saying that's true. It's true. I think he created Straightway Truth Ministry. It came through him. And then anybody's coming along, we are all here to help him. That's what I'm here. I'm a helpmeet. I'm proud to say I'm a helpmeet. And guess what? I'm not the only one. There's many other people who's here helping pastor in this vineyard. And I'm proud to be helping him in this vineyard because he's doing a good work. You can't bribe me. There's no money that can bribe me. There's no bunch of fame you can give me. So at least I can say this about me. Fame, fortune, I already have. Already have it. You can't give me something I already have. But what Pastor Dow do have, he is the man of that man. Yah's working in him and through him. And that's why I'm here. The voice, that voice that Yah has given him, boom. I've learned so much from Pastor. I've grown leaps and bounds by listening to the things of Pastor Dow. When I want to make a decision to do something, I talk to Pastor Dow, get his counsel. And believe it or not, guess what? I'm one of Pastor's advisors too. I give him advice too. And he listens. So when people say Pastor doesn't listen, it's nonsensical. You guys are just making stuff up. Once again, that's not the man that I've known for 7 years. That's not the man that I've known for 7 years. So you guys need to really know who knows the real truth. All these people you're talking about has been outside the ministry for a long time. I'm still in the ministry. All of these things are just lies, fabrications, just false witness. That's all it is. So I'm here. We're good. My heart, Pastor Rufus, like I said, I just really thought that he would have taken the approach. If Pastor Dow's was Saul, I would have thought that he would have taken the David approach. I'm not saying he's King David, and I'm not saying Pastor's King Saul. But if you really felt that that's the spirit that he's dealing operating, he should have moved like King David would have. And if you want somebody even perfect, Messiah gave us a perfect example. So anyway, guys, let this be a lesson for all of us, guys. I hope at the end of the day, you guys really understand what to look for. Test every spirit. Look at the fruit. Don't get caught up in lights and sounds and make that crowd sound, because this is what Ringo do all the time. He pats himself in the back. Press that sound that applause me, Deacon. How you do it? I don't have a button. Deacon has to do it. That's not real. That's some audio, and that's all that Bingo do. He just sits. He's not sitting in front of a live audience. So this man is not motivated to see people make it to the kingdom. He's motivated by getting his subs up. That's all he cares about. That's all he cares about. That's how he's made a name for himself, is getting his subscribers up. That's all he cares about. He wants subscriptions up. He wants people to hit the like button. So that's what he's about. I mean, maybe I do that. Maybe I can do a better job on my channel. So hit the like button. I don't know. But that's not what this is about at all. So anyway, I'm done, Deacon. I don't know if you have anything that you want to add, but we will be back next week. I'm glad to be back. Unfortunately, this is how we had to come back. I hope this helped those hearers that are confused and don't know how to see, because so much is coming at them. I mean, man, if we try to answer every accusation, everything, every thought, every false accusation, it's like throwing up one ball and then throwing up a whole, and then try to catch it all. Bro, just keep your eyes on the Messiah. Keep your eyes. Look at the fruit. Do what the book says. Do what the book says. Listen, I showed you Ringo TV is of the devil. There's no way Yah will have the Holy Spirit tell us to cut out Deuteronomy 24, verse 1-2. There's no way. That's the devil. That's the devil. Is there any questions? Maybe, I don't know. Maybe answer any questions before. I mean, we can answer some questions if it makes sense.
Do you see anything in there, Elder, that you want to address?
No, I didn't know if you saw anything.
You said there's a lot. It's like juggling. Like, you want to address everything, every single.
No. I'm not trying to address.
I'm just saying the questions are.
Oh, that's the type of questions out there. Okay,
yeah.
It's out there. Well, guys, stay tuned. I guess we'll see the drama. I'm assuming Bingo is going to come out with something, and there's things coming out. But I tell you, I stand 100%, 10 toes down, 10 fingers down with this ministry, Straightway Truth Ministry. I back Pastor Dow 100%. 100%. So there's no wavering here. Not here at Straightway Praise Land, Wisconsin. None. We support him. We're good. We don't have no issue, no abuse going on. We're good. We're good. We're not motivated. We don't, all these noise is just noise. When you listen, and I've heard all the audios. I've heard Pastor Rufus, all of Pastor Rufus. I've been listening. I may catch his other one and see what he had to say there. He hasn't said anything new. All he's just doing is trying to destroy this ministry, which is not of Yah. Yah wants us to be one mind, one spirit. He wants us to have all things in common. This is what he wants. And they want division. That's what they want. They want division. They want to. You want to have your own title? Would you like your own title, your own land? Deacon, did you hear me? I don't know if Deacon can hear me.
I'm sorry, I had to mute myself here.
Oh,
What was your question again, Elder? Sorry.
you want your own land? I mean, they're talking about having your own land, your own title, and your own car, and
Our inheritance is yeah.
that's
what
it. That's our inheritance, not worldly. This thing is going to perish. Guys, I lived in the world. I made millions of dollars. I had a wife, a legal wife. I had children. And guess what? I lived in that world that Ringo TV is sending you, and I lost all my children. I lost my wife because of the system that he's sending you to. I lost half my money with Christianity and the system. So where am I going to go? Where am I going to go? I've been out there. I've been to the mountaintop that the world has to offer, and I lost it. And I didn't do anything wrong. All I wanted to do is keep the Shabbat. All I wanted to do is to follow Yah. I just wanted to love Yeshua with all my heart, all my strength, all my soul. And because of that, I lost things at the world. Right before my very own eyes. They give my children away, they give my money away, and I had no say in this. Somebody in a black robe was just divvying out all my sweat equity. So now you want me to go back there again? Good luck. I'm pretty happy where I'm at. Very content. All right. Hallelujah.
All right, I'll do the closing announcements, and then you can close it off here, unless you have anything else.
Okay. Who's that Wi-Fi? When you see that Wi-Fi, is that you or me?
I'm not getting any Wi-Fi on this end.
Okay. It shows Wi-Fi here, but go.
Okay.
Okay, go.
Make sure you like, comment, and subscribe if you haven't already. Remember to visit straightway.com for resources and newsletters. If you're interested in fellowship with Straightway, you can call the dining hall and ask for Elder Becker. The number to call is 615-688-3025. Again, if you would like to fellowship with Straightway, a nearby assembly, you can call the dining hall and ask for Elder Becker. The number to call is 615-688-3025. You can also visit straightway.com for more contact information. Elder Kabir, take it away.
All right, guys. Well, hey, I'm glad to be back. I'm recovering. I think this show has given me even more strength. And guys, just remember, guys, test every spirit. You just remember to inspect fruit. Look at the fruit of anybody. Look at the fruit of me. Look at the fruit of pastor. Just look at the fruit. Don't get caught up in how somebody sound, look, what it could. Just look at the fruit. And you'll be amazed that you'll be able to see so much more clear. And don't get caught up in all the so, like always, remember to be full in. Shalom, shalom. I don't know what happened there. Deacon?